Like it or not, Microsoft disrupted the industry with stuff like Game Pass, and whether or not that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, it's a strange kind of thing to kind of look at overall because, in my estimation and my opinion of that, I like Game Pass. I think it's a good thing to have as almost an add-on to what Xbox or what gaming should be. People, in my opinion, just because that's how I grew up, that's what I'm used to. You buy your games. I mean, rentals have a place for sure. Growing up, we rented games too, but we bought games. Christmas and birthdays and things like that. So it's a little bit strange to me. I feel like Xbox has kind of created this group of gamer that is not really into buying games anymore, and I've talked to plenty of people who are like, I haven't bought an Xbox game in 7 years. Right? They only play stuff that's on Xbox, which is a little bit weird to me. So needless to say, I'm sure Microsoft likes people subscribing to Game Pass, but I'm sure they would like people to buy games even more, and this is good news for people as well. So again, I want to get into it. Should be a fun video. What's up, everybody? I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Means a lot to me that you guys are checking out the videos and things like that. Please like the videos. Obviously, to me anyway, it really kind of helps out tremendously. When you guys do that, a simple like is really all I'm asking for. I do daily gaming content. If you didn't know, that is games. I like to talk video games, and if you guys enjoy what I'm talking about, hey, all the better. It works out well for us all. Now, with that being said, I try to be fun and informative. Now, Xbox is obviously going to try to get people to buy their games. They're giving away a lot of store credit in kind of a competition. Yeah, Xbox users can kind of frankly win an extraordinarily large amount of in-store credit with a new competition. If you're lucky, you can walk away with a lifetime supply. In-store credit is a hell of a thing, and it's always great to feel great redeeming your hard-earned points for some cash. You could put it towards whatever games you want, however you want to kind of work it, which I think is a smart thing, kind of going forward. Microsoft has created a competition to earn yourself over $1 million in store credit, which is a good thing as well. And then they're kind of doing this deal that's going on right now, which you can't really kind of get away from, which I think is really awesome to see as well. Microsoft is actually doing a kind of a deal where you can buy games, and you can get 2 free and things like that as well. The usually set of weekly deals, which they're trying to incentivize people to buy games. So the fact that they're doing this, I think, is pretty cool. A buy one get 2 free promotion includes some interesting selections of games. Most of the offers aren't great, while the 2 cheapest games of any of the 3 selection here, of course, will be free. There's lots of big expensive editions, including titles like Hogwarts Legacy and Star Wars Outlaw, meaning it'd actually be cheaper just to pick the games up on sale individually. However, if you scroll through the selection and pick some of the cheaper games in there, you can get a decent deal. For instance, Ubisoft's Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition hasn't gone that cheap in standard sales. You can grab it for $19.99 and get another 2 cheap extras at no additional cost. The style of promotion has become much more a regular thing for Xbox as of late, and they really are hit or miss overall. But sometimes the sales contain some pretty good deals, but other times, as is the case here, you have to really dig to find anything of value. But still interesting to see that they're kind of working out with these things, and they're also doing a pretty good job of having sales for individual people, if you think about it, because a lot of times when you look at how these kind of sales are moving and things like that, it really does kind of showcase how Microsoft is kind of handling the whole sales situation, the whole sales aspect of video games. Like for me anyway, I look at video games as such a thing as like I said earlier, I'm always constantly buying games, and that's something that really hasn't changed over the years. I always have bought games, and I continue to buy games, and I think Game Pass is a cool thing, but I look at it as a cool thing that is kind of there to help me do things the way that I want to do them. You know what I mean? Like I prefer, if there's something of a game that I like, I want to be able to play the games, and I definitely worry about, the situation with how Microsoft is handling, some of the game situations with the licenses and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we can continue to see some kind of growth there from Microsoft, and Microsoft be able to kind of do the right things here as far as fans are concerned. But for me anyway, when I'm looking at this and I'm just going, okay, well, it is very interesting to see how Microsoft is handling, Xbox, how they're handling, the game libraries, how they're handling all this kind of stuff. I really do hope that, they can get people to kind of buy into the platform a little bit more, because at the end of the day, I think it's really important for people to buy their games, and, support it. I know some people are just like adamant not to do that, and I don't really understand that thought process at all. I hope people kind of come around to that, but it is nice to see Microsoft run all of these deals and kind of get people to kind of get on board with what they're trying to offer. So, if you guys didn't know, yeah, that's what they're doing. And they're also, like I said, giving away a ton of stuff as well. Incredible titles featured in the offer, like Star Wars Outlaws Gold Edition, Avatar's Front Door of Pandora, Far Cry 6, Hogwarts Legacy Deluxe Edition, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, to name a few. You'll have to part with some cash to pay for these titles, but paying for, you can pay for 3 games and then you get, 9 games. So Hogwarts Legacy, for example, according to this, it's $75, which is a lot considering it's often on sale. To be honest with you, listen, I bought Hogwarts Legacy when it came out on Xbox Series X, at the normal price, whatever it was, $70 or whatever. I didn't get like a super duper uber edition, but I did buy it recently digitally on PlayStation 5 for $20. So, keep that in mind as well. Listen, are you really getting stuff that much off? I don't know. It's like same thing with like Star Wars Outlaws. They want you to buy like the best editions or whatever, which, is okay, but some people maybe don't want to do that or spend that much on these things. So we'll see how that kind of works out. But again, Microsoft is trying, different things. They obviously got to be a little bit hit or miss with some of these different types of announcements and games and things like that. We'll see how that kind of works out and how Microsoft can kind of get things going in a right direction for a change. It really does come down to what gamers want. And, if Microsoft can attract gamers to, do something that, maybe other companies aren't doing, you're going to have to figure out something to go along there to get people lined up with what your current kind of value is and things like that. So for me, offering games that are, cheap to buy or, specifically tailored toward me, I think that is pretty cool. And we'll see if that's something that Microsoft continues to do. But nice little deal set up. I'll link this, of course, in the description. You guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. At the end of the day, it really kind of comes down to, how you guys want to work your deals or whatever. Again, I can't 100% recommend, buying a bunch of games on Xbox. Yeah, I guess if they're cheap enough, but like spending big money for games on Xbox, I think that's kind of an iffy deal. Kind of comes down to if you guys want to do that. I can't 100% say for sure, if Xbox is going to be around at a particular point in time for, any of this other stuff. It's just one of those things that kind of happens, I don't know what's going to happen to the libraries. I don't know what's going to happen to the console. I guess pretty much anything can happen at this particular point. Obviously, given the fact of, the sales aren't doing too well for Xbox, kind of says all you need to know, really. So we'll see what happens, Again, it's just one of those weird things to me. So we'll see what happens. I love the fact that Microsoft is at least still trying some things here. Maybe they haven't thrown in the towel completely yet. It's going to be certainly an interesting situation, to say the least. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to link this stuff. If you guys do enjoy my content, let me know. Are you guys interested? Do you guys buy games if you're Xbox fans, or if you're Xbox owners, or do you just focus only on Game Pass? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. I'll catch you guys next time. Crap Gamer out.